Welcome everyone, and I feel so blessed that I'm surrounded by two amazing authors who tell their stories in such loving ways, spoken from the heart about the journeys of people so special in their life. We're going to start with Howie Wiesenberg, who wrote this book, For the Love of a Child, My Life, My City, My Mission. And although a lot touches on his fabulous career, mostly it's about his special needs child, Ricky. So Harvey, as we approach the new year, talk about the impact Ricky has made on your life.
God gave me an angel, a saint, and a mission. My angel is Ricky, our special child. He can never speak or cry and is blind, but he gives love. And how he changed people's lives. He changed my life, and I've changed many people's lives. And the book is really about love. It's all about love, because I'm trying to make the world aware. The unconditional love you get from a special child is like no other love experience you can ever imagine. And it's very sad. I mean, this past Christmas, I had the pleasure and the privilege of being with Ricky, and there'll be a little thing on the video showing my day, because I was at a residence, not-for-profit residence that takes care of a group home, and of course, during Christmas and the situation that exists where these people are so, direct caregivers are so underpaid, that 14% of them in the state of New York have left. And there aren't many people taking their jobs, because people making $10 and $11 an hour and doing the most difficult job in the world, which is taking care of another person, they're now rushing to go there. So when I went out there, and I go out there, they're short-staffed. So I was out there and I had the pleasure of helping to feed other residents, to be with Ricky, to give him a happy day. Well, you know, he has intelligence and he has feelings, but the love that he gives, and I share this because I and my wife, we were married for over 50 years, we were together 50 years, and had such love. How Ricky, the happiest day of my life and Ellen's lives, and I have 5 other children who we all love and care for, but the happiest day is a Ricky day, because you can feel his happiness and you can feel his love. So I really want to send a message, because there are so many people with special children whose families that just are in denial. They don't acknowledge their presence, they don't really have a sincere interest, and they just don't really participate in understanding the love that you can get from a special child. But you have to give love to get love. And I tell you, I thank God every day. Every morning I thank God, I say a prayer. I thank God for Ricky and my family, and at night I say thank you as well, because we were blessed. As a matter of fact, I shouldn't say this on a holiday night, but I always say, if anything happens to me and I pass away, don't cry for me, because I had the most wonderful life. And it's all because God gave me what I have. I'm not gonna go through my background. I'm not trying to educate anybody, but this book, I didn't sell this. It's not out for sale, basically, where I advertise and try to sell this. I did this myself because I wanted to meet with parents and groups and colleges I spoke at to make them aware of what this book is. And in 1 year we sold more than 1,000 copies. And all the money, it's a non-for-profit, all the money goes to non-for-profit, it goes to charity. So it's not a money making, nobody's making money. But it is a book of love. And I think it's worthwhile. What a wonderful gift. And wherever I go and I see, because I'm actively involved all over the state of New York, that I actually see families or people and I say, do you know anybody who has a special child? Oh, well, we do. And I say, I want you to see this book. I show them a copy of the Long Beach cover, which is enticing to everybody anyway. And they get the book and I get phone calls, and this is the God's honest truth. Canada, Holland, England, Aruba, I mean, it's all over where people say thank you and God bless you, because you bring happiness, because you bring dignity and respect. and hoping to get the support that families should have. Because I say when you have a special child, God bless you. And I know how difficult it is, but the love you get is just unbelievable. So I thank you for that opportunity. Now I want to thank the people that are here today. Where'd you get that name?
What's that?
Where'd they get this name? I want to understand.
Cocoa Fit Club?
Yes.
Well, let's have Pamela and her husband.
I'm just
Kim?
curious, Coco.
Come on up. And Harvey wants an answer, so let's fill him in.
Okay, Harvey. The concept of cocoa was started by a Japanese American lady whose name is Mary Obana. So being Japanese American, the word cocoa in Japanese means individual or one by one. And so the whole philosophy of everything that we do here at Cocoa is that, where our members, like Tangia and all our members, are very real people. We work with them one-to-one to help them find their best selves, and that's where the word cocoa. Most people think it's hot chocolate, but it's not. Yeah.
Well, I just want to share with you, by the way, the city aquatic center and fitness center is named after me. But this is Long Beach, and it's a Long Beach mentality. I've been lifeguarding on that beach for 62 years. And I'll tell you, it's a Long Beach thing. People in Long Beach, God willing, if you utilize the resources that are here, we got a $44 million boardwalk. God gave us a beautiful ocean. We have all kinds of abilities to raise funds for every not-for-profit agency with volleyball, using our resources, the city's resources, our beach, our ocean. We have internationally known surf for all, something that I basically started with the student family more than 20 years ago, where we take people with disabilities and we show the world not what they can't do, but what they can do. And your resource that you're setting up here now with a one-on-one is the most valuable that you can really have. It's not going just to a gym and you're on your own. It's here to learn, be able to understand what's good and bad, and the answer really is it's going to give you a longer life. And that's what Long Beach is all about. A place, it's a happy part of the island, a happy city. Well, there are only 2 cities on Long Island. And I'll tell you, we have over 100,000 people coming out here in the summer to enjoy the resources that we provide. But now we welcome you as part of the Long Beach family. And I want you to know that there's no more loyal community than Long Beach. If we have any kind of, we're 35,000 people, 3 miles long, a half a mile wide, but everybody here, and the resilience of the people, the diversity of our population working together and caring for each other. You don't find this anywhere in the world. There's certainly a model for that. So it's my pleasure and privilege to be able to welcome you.
Thank you.
I want to tell you a quick story. I'm on the train platform a couple days ago, and I run into an old friend. His name is Chuck Fuschillo. Chuck Fuschillo was a former New York State Senator, and he's now the Chief Executive Officer, the President and the Chief Executive Officer of the Alzheimer's Foundation of America. And I went up to Chuck, and I see him occasionally, and I said, Chuck, I got great news for you. He said, what's that? I said, Howie Wiesenberger, who they worked together up in Albany for many years, is now a member of my staff. Chuck turned to me and said, there's nobody better than Harvey. I love Harvey. He said, shoot me an email and I want to be on a show in the very near future, just because I want to do a show with Harvey, because we work together and he's such a great person and I truly love Harvey. So here's a guy who's the President and Chief Executive Officer of the Alzheimer's Foundation of America, someone you work closely with, and he's going to be a future guest, Harvey, and it's because of you.
I just want to bring to view, it's all about, public service is about thank yous. The rewards of my job are the thank yous you get. And this year, I was honored by the State Senate and the Assembly, the New York State Legislature, for 67 years of public service. Not many people have ever achieved that. But it was nice to hear it and thank you, to be alive to receive it, because the rewards of your job, as I said, are the thank yous that you get. But I want you to know the institution of government, as bad as it appears to be, and I had 38 years as an elected official, 25 in Albany, and there are so many good, hardworking, caring people in government. The media just doesn't seem to understand. They don't bring things that are good. They bring everything that is negative, and that's kind of sad. And I'm interrupting something in your quality here because I'm really, being a former police officer, I saw on television on the news, somebody sucker punches a cop in the street in New York and throws him to the ground. And the other police officer there just didn't do anything because he was afraid, or she was afraid, that if they did anything, they would be in trouble. And we also, let me tell you this because I want to thank the mayor of New York for not doing his job, because the mayor was out on bail. No bail. He was out the next day. He's out on the street for beating up a cop. And then we have a governor in the state of New York who permitted somebody who murdered 2 police officers and went out on parole. He got parole. I don't know, I'm trying to understand what this world is coming to, but this liberal idea of victim, I'm thinking about victims' rights. They ought to think about the victims and the rights that they should have rather than the perpetrator and prisoner's rights. So this is a message that's not going to be well received, but the reality is, it is what it is. And I'm telling you, and if we don't have respect and caring for our law enforcement, because it's all over the country, and I'm telling you, the cops and the law and the administrators in government better take a strong stance. Otherwise, we're all going to be suffering from the consequences without having law enforcement where it should be, protecting life and property of our people.
Well said. Let's give it up for the legendary, the Long Beach icon, the one and only Howie Riesenberg, ladies and gentlemen.